I still remember the evening of October 1st, 2012. It was a quiet Monday night in the small Welsh town of the kind of place where people left their doors unlocked, where everyone knew each other, and where crime felt like something that only happened far away on the evening news. But that night, everything changed. I want to take you back there through the events as they unfolded. It was just after 7 p.m. 5-year-old April Jones was outside playing on her pink bicycle near her home. Her mother, Coral, had let her stay out a little longer because April had been pleading for just a few more minutes with her friends. I imagine her laughing, her little bike wheels crunching on the gravel, the cool autumn air carrying the sound of children's voices. But in the shadows, someone was watching. A man named Mark Bridger. He was known in the community, a father himself, a familiar face. That evening, he had been drinking heavily, and as April played outside, he drove past in his Land Rover. What happened next was so quick that the children barely understood it at first. April got into his vehicle. Some say she was lured, others that she was forced, but in seconds, she was gone. Her friend, who saw it all, ran to tell April's mother. Coral's world collapsed in that moment. Imagine hearing your child has just been taken before your very eyes, with no chance to react. The alarm spread through the town almost immediately. Within minutes, hundreds of people were searching the hills, the riverbanks, the back roads. I can picture the torchlight cutting through the darkness as neighbors, friends, and strangers desperately combed the area. The police were alerted, and soon it became one of the largest search operations in British history. But April was never seen alive again. The man who had taken her, Mark Bridger, was arrested the very next day. His excuses shifted constantly. At first, he claimed he couldn't remember what happened because of his drinking. Then he said he had run over April accidentally and panicked. But the evidence told a darker story. Inside his home, police made chilling discoveries. They found traces of April's blood, microscopic but undeniable, in the living room, the bathroom, even on his fireplace. They also found disturbing images on his computer, hundreds of them suggesting that this wasn't a crime of panic, but something premeditated, something twisted. For weeks, the search for April continued. The entire community held its breath, hoping her body might be found, hoping the family could at least have closure. But Bridger never revealed what he did with her remains. Only fragments, tiny bone pieces were discovered in his fireplace. That was all her family ever had to lay to rest. The trial began the following year. Sitting in court, listening to the details, must have been unbearable for April's parents. Bridger denied murder, clinging to his lies, but the jury saw through him. After just 5 hours of deliberation, they returned a unanimous verdict. Guilty of abduction, murder, and perverting the course of justice. Mark Bridger was sentenced to life in prison with a whole life tariff, meaning he will never be released. But that does little to ease the pain. The town of Machynlleth was forever scarred. A little girl's laughter was silenced, her absence a constant ache for her family. And even now, more than a decade later, people still gather every year to remember April Jones, the child who never came home. As I tell this story, I can't help but think about that pink bicycle left abandoned in the dusk. A symbol of innocence, of childhood cut short, and a reminder of how quickly evil can enter even the safest of places.